What is up, guys? Today we will be focusing on Linux, and today we'll be focusing on this topic of hacking. This is my first hacking video, but first, educational purposes only. You do not, please do not hack anybody. If you do this with somebody on a really high position, like somebody on the government or stuff, you'll get caught and probably you'll go to jail. So today we will be using Beef. It's a weird name, I know, but don't let it fool you. It is very powerful, and we will use a Kali Linux distro to hack. So I finally got a virtual VirtualBox environment. So let's just pull up VirtualBox now. So in the link in the description, I'm gonna put a link to the Kali Linux website where you could download the OVA file. Note, this will take a very long time, so that's why I just downloaded it. Once you're done with that, you'll want to click on this start button right here. That'll open up the Kali Linux distro. We'll just have to wait a little bit. You could just take a break while that's happening. So right now, host is right control. Right control plus something equals something. I'm not sure. So right now, you could go to machine. How do you? So there should be a. So this is the Kali Linux distro. Error. Oh, whatever. So the error's gone, and we could successfully boot into Linux, I believe.
And we could code in it.
So here it'll ask for your password. If you use the OVA thing, it'll be Kali and Kali. If that doesn't work, it would be Kali and root. Okay. So, but just work with this right now. And yeah, we'll be all ready to go. So once you start with it, this is a new version of Linux. Or if you have Linux lying around in your house, go for it. Use that. But right now, we want to check if we have Beef. So just type in Bef. If you don't have it, you want to go to the command line. So
terminal.
Yeah.
Just close that. Just press this button.
So there's a terminal emulator here, and there's the root and push PowerShell. And you might be confused when you say PowerShell because PowerShell is Windows, right? Not really the case anymore because PowerShell is with Linux now too. It works with Kali too. So just click on the terminal emulator and you'll be good to go. When you open that up, it'll show you this weird, scary dialogue pop up. I'm gonna full screen that. Here, let me just. How do I? Okay. So you could see everything right here now. You would do sudo su. Okay. So it'll ask for your password. Just type in your password, which again is just Kali, or you could do su again, su. You know what? Back, and then this is a normal terminal emulator. Let me just do right control. 1 second. View and then full screen mode. So that's host apt. Switch. So you would do host plus home to get out. Host is technically just your right control, but right now let me just go big again. Here you want to type in sudo and then apt. Sudo apt. And type your Kali password, and then it will show you that. I'll just go a little less right now on the Zoom. It has a lot of stuff. So you do sudo apt update. First thing you want to do. It'll update everything you have. That's all the notifications VirtualBox gives you. So in the link in the description, you'll have the Kali Linux stuff. And I might... There's going to be a big series on this, on the Linux, on Linux, and we'll be focusing a lot, like how to create some stuff, like hack more. But no, again, this is for educational purposes only. You do not have permission to hack anyone for any reason. Just have fun with it. Play around with yourself, hack yourself to get some other people. And yeah. So first we need to get beef. And then that once your apt update is ready, we could just wait right now. There, finally. So you do sudo apt search, and then search for beef. So you'll see a lot of stuff, beef XXS, and a lot of stuff. So you actually, the one you want to do is beef XXS. That's hard to say, very hard to say. So the sudo apt install, and then you want to type beef-xss. That's the package you want to install, and then you want to continue. Yes. It'll just ask because there are a lot of packages you need to get for beef XSS to work. So yeah, let's wait. So this is our Kali Linux instance, which will run, hopefully. Another break. So while that's happening, let's discuss on how this works. So there's this thing called hook.js, which connects your Linux distro, which connects beef. It's like JavaScript code that runs when you click something, it pops up a new event. Like when you're doing JavaScript, there are event listeners. So when you're doing hacking, there's something called hook.js. It hooks you when you go on the website. So exploited websites. So this is a lesson. This is a lesson and a tutorial in one. So we'll fish myself, and then you guys could have fun with it. Please do not, but please, I say please, do not hack anybody. We'll wait a little longer because it's installing Ruby on Rails beef XSS. Why is it so hard to say that? Beef XSS. There. XSS. Yeah. So 100%. Then it'll extracting blah blah blah, reading database blah 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 blah. And while that's happening, there's also some stuff that you might not know, like veal. And you also have Vim. I don't use Vim. Another thing you have, which you might not know that you have, is MIT MF, which is a Python script. It's mostly just for hacking. Metasploit, Mac Changer. So the favorites and offstack links, blah blah blah. I'm gonna have another video, hopefully on veal or Nmap or stuff like that, to scan networks. Again, this is gonna take a while. So let's just discuss. One second. Let me just host F to exit. So out of full screen, and then let me there, and then so whatever. So now that you guys can see me now, what is Linux? Well, Linux is not an operating system. It's a kernel. We discussed that in the last video. I'm not sure if you guys saw that one, but still, a basic recap. We'll do some commands right now. You guys don't mind? So let's go back. Let's go back in our virtual box. Virtual box. So now that you guys can see my screen, it's doing a lot of stuff. There. So it's doing a lot of stuff, and then let's just go. Okay. Hopefully you guys can still see my screen now. Once you're here, just do host F, and then just switch. Don't show this message again if you want. I always like to have them show these messages. Alright, now it's like 99% complete. Needs that last dot right there. So first you need to process all the triggers and stuff, or whatever it's called. While that is happening, let's go to a new. There are like 4 desktops by default. Create a new terminal, and let's recap on all the commands we did last video. So right now I'm gonna scroll in so you guys can see it better. So we're gonna focus on one of the basic, most easiest commands of all. CD. What's a CD? If you don't know what a CD is, I don't know what to tell you. But it's not. This is a different CD. So CD dot dot. So that'll go back one directory. So slash home. So if there's another directory, if we go to CD slash, and we don't know what that directory is, and we don't know where to go, so we can't pwd. What we could do is just do cd and then that symbol. So cd space this, which you could do by shift. I don't know what it's called, but you do shift the key with the backtick, and then shift backtick, and then enter, and then you're back there. If you want to keep this directory in mind, it's just home slash Kali, home slash your username. It's easy. Let's go back to our main desktop and see. Yes. Now if we search beef here, beef, so we have beef start and beef stop. I want to start beef. It's going to ask us our sudo password. We're not going to need this for long. Let me just go zoom in right here. So in our sudo password, type in your password. Doesn't matter. The hacking framework. Wait. There you go. Oh. So you are using the default credentials. Password must be different from beef. Please type a new password for the beef user. So the username will always be beef. Just make the password whatever you want. So I'm just gonna make it something. So it'll do that. That's the UI panel for the web UI. The hook example. Click there. It'll take the extra parentheses also. It'll take the parentheses as a URL. So you want to copy the URL. Copy that. Go to Firefox. So it goes to Firefox, and then you want to paste the URL over there. Okay. Too much. So it'll show you that. Okay. There. So now if you go in full screen in your Firefox, it'll show you the URL is not found. Well, that's actually just because there's an extra parentheses in the URL. You just want to take that away. So then you need your beef and then your password. And then just save that password. Here, I'm going to zoom in just so you guys can see a little better. Not that much. And then if you guys are thinking, I thought it was a good idea to make zombies. No, it's not my fault. It's just the default. So getting started here. There's this URL. You want to right click it and then you want to copy it. Open link in new tab and then you want to copy that URL. Copy. Right now I'm going to do host F to get out of full screen, and I'm going to go to Chrome, my web browser. And right now, as soon as you connect, it'll show you that URL, and you could just wait a few minutes while Chrome starts, and then Debian. If you were wondering, Kali is Debian based. So you guys, we'll do some hacking today, and then you'll see this traffic light icon. thing, work with it. So there are gonna be some things you might not understand at first. Like, what is this? What is Linux? You might get confused. Don't worry about this. And then you want to paste the URL. Okay, it refused to connect. There's one reason. We need to connect it to our home network. We need to connect our virtual machine to our home network. The way we do that is we want to first take a snapshot. Actually, no, we don't want to take a snapshot. Let me just click on the show button and then come back to VirtualBox. Click on this dialog, click on back to details, click on settings up here. When you see the settings window, you want to go back to network. You want to go to network, and then you want to attach to NAT. And then there are like multiple adapters in here, and then we want to go to advanced. And we want to click on instead of NAT, we want to connect to our host only adapter. So it will be our Ethernet provider, our internet provider. I don't know why I did that. Cloud network, generic driver, blah blah blah. We want to use internal. I think it's internal network. Name. Internet, don't worry about that. Just click on OK. OK. And then come back here. Come back to show. And then hopefully when we refresh Chrome, it doesn't work. Still, we could try it on Linux. We could try some stuff. So you should, if you guys, I think I have sound shared with. So if I just click on switch now, you guys should be able to hear everything I do. You want to first click on the online browsers here. If you do a cloud computer, it'll work better. And then you want to come here. You'll see all this. Just click on the commands. So here's where you could trick the user into typing stuff. So we would go to the browser. Let's go to the browser. And we'll come here and we'll put a create alert dialog. And then say, we could just type in whatever you want here. You're hacked. So there we are. Execute. And then when we come to the butcher here, oh no, we're hacked. What do I do? Do I have to do something? Notifications, okay. Don't worry about it. Now we come back to our control panel. Maybe you don't want to let the user know that you hacked them. Well, we could actually see their webcam and then execute. This is just an HTML5 webcam. So if we execute this, we go to the command 1, it'll say get user call media failed. Because right here, it'll not let you do stuff like that. But now, right now, let's come up here. Come up here. I have a lot of stuff. Get local storage, blah, blah, blah. Redirect browser. This is one of my favorite ones. I'm not actually going to show you guys what it is, but if you didn't guess, you're about to get the joke. And we want to refresh the butcher. And then we want to click back to redirect browser. Execute. Try this message again. Go to the butcher. Try again. So since we got disconnected right now, just click on your wired connection in the VirtualBox thing. The butcher is the website name. It's kind of a bad name. You could hook it into your website. Now let's go to text to voice. Execute. It might not work at the first time. So if we go to the butcher, it'll give you no audio play, block audio. But allow audio and video. Just click on this. And then we click on text to voice again. And then we execute. and we still can't hear it. So let's not do this. Detect extensions. There are a lot of stuff right here. You guys could play around with it. Prompt dialog. Put in your password. Execute. Oh, put in my password. My password. If you're wondering, this is not my actual password. And when we do that, go to command 1. The answer is super secret password. We got the user's password. And since we still can't get our internet to work, we'll just wait for. We could now do something else. Play sound. Another fun thing. So you want to go to demos slash. Wait for this. Just go here. Create a new tab and then go to this URL 127. This is not the IP address. Oh my god. Go to demo slash and then go to the new tab. Paste. It'll show you all the demos. It won't actually. But this is just a fake noise. I mean the noise they give us. Execute. So it'll play this laser sound. And that, yeah. Spider eye. This module takes a picture of the webcam victim's browser window. So we come to here, the butcher, and we come here. Go to the beef control panel. I don't think the spider eye is working anymore, but still, we gotta do some stuff. So come up here, scroll up, close the browser, click on the social engineering. A lot of stuff here. Then there are like simple hijackers, and then go to the fake LastPass, which is one of my favorite ones. Fake LastPass, and there's also a Google phishing one. We'll just have to wait a little bit for that to pop up. It's taking a while. So come here onto 127. I'll just check if I am connected to my network or not. Yeah, I am, so it should work. No stuff. Just switch. So how did it go offline? Well, if we refresh the butcher and we come back to the room. But still, you go to the fake LastPass. Execute. Butcher, when we come here, it'll not do anything. We go to the butcher. And since we can't connect to our Wi-Fi, I'm going to connect to wired connection 1. Hopefully it'll work. So the next video will also be on beef, because beef is fun. Everybody likes beef. So now if we click on fake LastPass and then execute, and my Wi-Fi still isn't working, so let's just do a fake flash update. And then just execute that. And then we go to the butcher. Oh no, I need to update Flash. Well, if you're smart enough, you'll know that Flash is dead, so get away. Remind me later. So if we come here, it'll literally give us that the user has clicked. And then pick notification bar, click on the Firefox one, let's see. and then execute. And when we come here, it'll say, an additional plugin is required to display some elements on this page. Sell plugins. Click on that. You get hacks. You get hacked. There's an API that helps us with everything on this. So, let's try the Google phishing. Execute. I don't know why I said that weirdly. Execute. Yeah. Wait, do I need to sign in? Again, if you're smart enough, you'll know that Google does not look like this. Gmail does not look like this. Well, duh. Exploits. There are a lot of exploits. Go to the beef bind. A lot of exploits. Camera. Air live user. Execute. You don't want to get your hands on these. Come here. Click on refresh on the site. Never, ever go to websites that you don't know, because this is what's going to happen. Everybody, they're going to hack you. They're not going to tell you, like how I told you. So that brings us to almost about the end of this video. That brings us to the end of this video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. I don't know why I'm saying subscribe over and over again. But anyways, guys, so beware of this. You might not click on links like this. Might your grandma click on this? Somebody else, your sister? I don't know. But if they do, they might get hacked like this. Not just itty bitty hacks like, here you go. A lot of this. I forgot to show you one thing that I didn't want to show you because too dangerous. It'll show you IP addresses. You could just go into the dark web. Yeah, it's real. Go into the dark web. Bam. They get exploits. They'll send everything, every single data about you to the dark web. If you guys don't believe me, here it is actually. So if I come here, oh, I stopped beef. Man, oh man. Why did I stop beef? But anyway, so that's it for this video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.